Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Gunslingers right here on
the Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
That's us.
Yeah, baby.
From San Diego to San Francisco, from LA to Phoenix to Vegas, but apparently not in my headphones.
My knob came off. And we are all over the internet, folks. That means we're all over the world right now. We're on YouTube, Facebook Live, Rumble, and X. Look for Gunslinger Radio or Gunslinger Auctions, and make sure when you're dropping in, you hit that like button. Make sure you're sharing with your friends, and leave your question or comment in the comment section because we'll be all over it.
And this is a live show. That means that you can call in. Jimmy, what's that number?
Everyone's going to want to call in. We're going to start it up at 866-870-5752.
Wait a minute. What was that number?
Come on.
That number is 866-870-5752. Again, 866-870-5752.
That's the one.
When is that going to stop being as delightful as that is?
Never.
Oh, I tell you, I talked to Leon a little bit on the way home from the show last week, and he got a big kick out of that. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, okay, welcome to Gunslingers. Man, it has been a week. Once again,
has.
you know, everybody thinks that the auction day is the crazy day because of all this stuff going on. But let me tell you guys, try doing paperwork and shipping for 750 firearms.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The iceberg.
Yeah. California, you know, they make things so pleasant.
7.5% tax.
Yeah, to do. I mean, we have to get thumbprints and photocopies, and you know, it's actually against the law to photocopy your driver's license. But in California, we have to do
To do it. You have to break the law.
Yeah,
Please.
you know, and just fun stuff like that. You have to sign the safe handling waiver. You have to show us that you can load and unload a firearm. You got to sign this, that. You know, a 4473 is a 4473. They're all the same across the country. But the rest of the California DOJ stuff, it's immense.
You have to make sure that we're asking you if you have a safe at home and what type of safe that is, and if it's to the standards.
And if you don't have the receipt for said safe, you have to initial the box.
Yeah,
You're not making this up, folks.
No,
seriously.
And of course, you know the lock thing, the handgun lock. That's some senator somewhere got greased because that's now a federal deal.
I love that. You can walk in with a briefcase full of the finest Swiss-made locks ever made, and can I use those?
No, you cannot. You have to have a receipt from when you picked it up.
But I have a receipt that came with these locks. Are you telling me?
And that used to be good. It used to be good up to 30 days. All we had to have was a photocopy, but not anymore. And by they, I mean California, you jerks. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? Yeah, so all you whiners on the internet
Safer
from other
already.
states. Yeah, I'm just talking about California.
Yes.
So, de-wad your panties. Yeah. So anyhow, this is what we've been going through. And of course, the shipping... how do you put this lightly? Unfortunately, sometimes the internet is...
How do you say?
Well, you've heard of telephone tough guys, and then
Keyboard commandos.
Yeah, keyboard commandos. Some of these folks, we've got one right now that sent me an email that. Okay, now keep in mind it says give us 30 to 60 days to ship because we sold 750 items and I don't have 750 people in my shipping department. We have 4 and they work pretty quick, but not quick enough for some. So this guy has threatened he's going to call ATF because I haven't shipped his gun yet.
Wow. Because he needs it now.
Yeah. And so, I can go on with this. This guy sent me an email today. It's about 4 paragraphs of the thing he's going to do to me.
Oh, wow.
And it's just kind of, I don't even know. Our phones are blowing up. You want to?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's start it up.
Yeah,
this is your show, folks.
Jump right in.
Make it good.
Richard, how are you?
Hey, you dynamic dual gunslinger.
Yay.
The dynamic duo of 3 of us. Yes.
What's up, Richard?
I want to know, what do they use to determine if a firearm is unsafe to shoot?
uncommon sense. I don't know. In common sense. California has several different versions of this, and none of them make sense. They want you to do things like a gun has to fire, was it 500 times in a row without any kind of a interruption.
Mm-hmm.
They have to drop it literally from 6 feet high because that's how often.
Onto a hard pad.
Yeah.
My holster is in my hat, so I understand why.
And then, you're standing
jump
on
slightly.
standing on something. So California's version of a safe firearm is idiotic. But hopefully one day this roster, safe...
The safe handgun roster.
Yeah.
Explain this to me. Perhaps you can, Jeff. You are so knowledgeable in the ways of the law. So the firearm, if it's not safe, it can't be sold unless you're a law enforcement officer. Then it can be sold, and apparently becomes safe.
Magically safe.
Now, if that law enforcement personnel decides he no longer or she no longer wishes to own this firearm, they can then pass it along or sell it legally in the state of California, at which point it remains safe?
Yes, it remains safe from then on.
Just
From that point on.
looking for the logic you're describing.
Once it's been touched by law enforcement, it magically becomes safe forever and a day.
They christen it with their magical officer powers, so it becomes magically safe.
Richard, I hope that helps.
Richard, you got a joke for us?
Well, first thing, I purchased a shotgun from a private party, and then I took it to a firing range, and they looked at it and said it was unsafe to fire, and I don't know, what were they using? It looked okay to me.
Well, I don't know what they were looking at, but bring it in.
There are a couple of things that might have been if it's elderly and had something like Damascus barrels or a frozen firing pin or something.
Yeah, but bring it in and I'll figure it out for
He'll
you.
sort you out.
All right.
Very good. Okay. Hey, if you ever want to pour alcohol down a barrel of a gun, what should you do? What should you use to pour the alcohol down the barrel?
I don't know.
A shot glass.
Hey!
Ouch. Didn't see it coming. Ouch.
Richard, we'll talk to you later.
God bless you,
good one.
Richard.
Bye-bye.
He foxed us.
Let's jump over to Mark in Woodland Hills. All right, Mark, what's going on?
Evening, Mark.
Hey, good evening, my buddies. Hey, listen, anybody who doesn't take Prop 50 serious, I want to remind you of what the communist governor of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer, the one who faked a kidnapping with the FBI, Well, they have a red flag law that she signed, and that they actually went after the family and pulled out their firearms because a 6-year-old was pointing his finger like bang, bang. No joke. If you think 50 is a joke, you're the joke. I have a quick joke. How's that?
Okay.
There's a moral of the story at the end, too. It's called The Lion and the Old Dog. An old Doberman was chasing rabbits and noticed a lion rapidly heading in his direction and was going to eat him for lunch. The old Doberman thinks, oh, no, I'm in deep doo-doo now. So he sees some bones on the ground and starts settling in, acting like he's chewing on them. Just as the lion is about to leap on him, the old Doberman says, boy, that was a delicious lion. I wonder if there's any more around here. The young lion takes off and runs into the jungle with fear. Meanwhile, a squirrel had been watching all this and could leverage his knowledge to trade it in for protection. He tells the story to the lion that the guy was fooling him, so the lion is furious being made a fool of and said, here, squirrel, hop on my back and we'll see what's going to happen to that tricky canine. Well, the old Doberman saw him coming again with the squirrel on his back, and instead of running, the dog sits down, and then just as they get close, the Doberman says, where's that squirrel? I sent him off an hour ago to bring me another lion. The lion stops, escapes to the forest again. The moral of the story is don't mess with old dogs. Their age and skill will always overcome youth and treachery because BS and brilliance only come with age and experience.
Hey.
That's a good story, Mark.
Yeah.
Good joke.
I'll never remember it, but thank you kindly.
I'm going to have to watch this one back.
I tell you what.
Yeah,
all right.
everybody, remember, you gotta vote against 50.
No one.
I know it's an off-year election, and people's attendance at the elections won't be as good as a 4-year general election. But you gotta tell people they're going to impeach our president straight away. You know that.
Yep.
And then they're going to come after us because he was the only one in the way stopping them.
I couldn't agree more.
Good night, gentlemen.
Thanks,
Good night,
Mark.
good
Talk to you
sir.
later.
God bless you.
Bye. All right, guys, you're listening to Gunslingers right here on
The Gunslinger Syndicated Radio Network.
And when we get back, hopefully Kevin can fix this plug, number one. And number two, we'll have Rick from the CRPA.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
You're listening to Gunslingers, and we'll be
right back.